Hey guys, welcome back to another gameplay. We are playing Foundation again. So we are going further with our new city here. Let me just start already a bit. So to recap from last time, we were quite full here. And then we needed to decide if we migrate somewhere outside or here. So you can see around the monastery we were around the monastery we have already some buildings going on, so we changed now here that we made like a full area of labor again. Let me put it like that. So here's the residential area. So the idea was again like here that we have one area in the middle, and then around it we place the labor part and the food part. So as you can see here, we had also some minerals going on. So we find iron and quartz. We had also here already the warehouse, I think, and the smelter. Yeah, correct. And then we started here with we started here with the church as a center. So in principle we want to make here the residential area so that we can have here labor. Here I created some labor again. Oh, I'm complete, okay. So that way we have one hub here, and then our main hub here, which should suffice. So in principle we can put labor here all in between. And maybe the residential area can get even a bit bigger, I guess. Let's make like that maybe. So that way we have workers for all these other ones. So let's see what we were building. Stonecutter camp, the warehouse. Okay, that was I think. Let's see. Do we have any new ones we can assign? Food stalls, okay. Transporters, mining. Okay, we had one. Luxury goods. Yeah, the miners for. Oh yeah, so I remember now. So we fixed last time the problem with the clothes and all for the middle class. So that's fine. Oh, I found another one. It's directly. Oh no, I need to put that here. So we have another quartz deposit, nice. Quest complete. Oh, the guys made nice work. 50 jewelry, 12 wine. Okay, 47 iron and 2k gold. Okay, that's nice. Okay, you don't have anything to do, then just go for that. Let's see what our military is doing. First, put that like that. Okay, so 3 rounded. Okay. So maybe let's make an easy one with Jeffkin, Rimke. Jeffkin, Rimke, Imagina, Ehrenburg, and Bordi. Okay, that sounds about. Oh, one new villager. Yeah, so we fixed in principle that problem here. So we have like a huge stack here. The second stack is also for the milk and the cheese. So I could maybe make another cheese maker later on to fill that. The bread is also going quite okay for, but we maybe need to build still something. So the main problem now was wood and stone, because I built a lot at the end of the last part. So we need to see if that fills up again itself, or if we need to expand. Motion available. Let me see here. Yeah. Let's say average. Okay, so Claritia, let's say by name. Claritia, Elisabetta, Odel Schalk, Servus Day, Boradina, and Breeder. Breeder. Ah, yeah. Should be enough. Okay, so 3 out of 4 we get. Okay. So that house will be fine then. Let's see. So we had some hunters' huts here. The warehouses are full again. I think I need to build another warehouse here. Warehouse. The fuck? What happened there? So let's put that here. Yeah, so that's all the buildings take quite a long time currently, because of the fact that the wood is so low. Smith. Okay, 3 villagers. So we make 2 stone cutters. Then we make the iron deposit. Cheese. I mean, we have already 4 cheesemakers, so that should be enough now. Bakeries, okay. Food stalls. So that would be the next stuff, because that's the stalls here on top, I think. So it's not yet highly needed, but getting there. Luxury ones are also from the top. That's all the warehouses, that's fine. I mean, I have 4 lumber camps. Keep them. I guess I need to make another one. Okay. Let's put it here. And let's push it. Okay, this stone cutter camp will get done. So we need some basics again in principle. 4 out of 4. Nice. So one issue I saw last time a bit, because we expanded quite a lot, was that the money was going a bit down, and I bought a lot of territory anyways, as you can see. I think on top also I bought here. Here I also bought some tires, so I just had enough money lying around. So I guess the question is currently, okay, wine we are selling, okay, nice. So there's territory taxes 1,500. Economy, tax collected, trade income. So the trade income is quite low. It's getting better here. So, because normally if we sell wine to our guys, like here, 10 wine sold, 2k. Okay, Stonecutter camp is done. So I have 5 more miners to assign here. The lumber camp is done, okay. So in principle 3 directly here, and then by the Stonecutter 1 more. Nice. So quartz deposit will take a time. Warehouse and warehouse, okay. Let me just make another number to be honest. Sure, go for it. Because we cannot have enough wood, I would say. 2 out of 2, nice. So that still looks okay so far. Nothing huge. Let's see how that progresses. Okay, Monkey Monk, what do you want? There you go. So the miner, the warehouses doesn't matter. Because a warehouse is actually, if you just, and granary is the same. If you just have one, then it works. So it's just about how much transporters you have to move the products in and out. So if you have one or two, that's also totally enough, especially if it's a warehouse like that where you just stock a principal. So that's totally fine. 1 new villager, okay. Let's do the miner then. Oh, I have more. Ah, it was 2, okay. Okay. So next target is to get the church finally done, so that we have some houses here. Okay, they're starting. So at least we have one house already here. So, okay, lumber camp is not yet done. So the church, yeah, needs a lot of plank stone and stone. Oh shit. So that will eat some resources for sure. Quest completed. Okay. 60 bread, 13 iron, 3 polished stones. Okay, nice. 4 out of 4. Perfect. Okay, nice. Oh shit, I was wrong. Okay. Imagina and Grenville. Imagina and Grenville. Right. The number camp is done, so that we can assign them. And then we wait on these 4 new guys. Now come on. Show yourself in the village. Come on. Okay. So 2 here. for one more for the lumber camp then. So that should be good. So we should see that slowly the wood and stone should rise again. At least in my calculations, which are for sure only calculations. It's 86, 220, okay. It would be cool if at least something gets done here. Okay, that is done. The core. Okay. So very high, nice, okay. Motion available. Okay. Sure. Okay, enough, I don't have money. Okay, the warehouse is almost done too. Zero out of 2, shit, okay. Fair enough. But okay, we are above 250 already, so that's quite nice. 17 citizens. That's also quite okay. Let me see. Are you for real? So that's why new wine. Shit pops. Stained glass, 100 glass. Gotcha. Yeah, keep my troops, why not? Okay. Okay, the planks are getting more here. 60 wood for the quartz of it. What the fuck? Why? Oh, I'm just seeing that one. I mean, it's done. Come on, finish. Yep. So finishing the lumber camp. And then the food stalls would be the next. Okay, 42. So it's growing slowly again. That's nice. Even the planks again. So I'm seeing an uptick. So it depends how much we use. So maybe I don't build too much at the same time for now. I mean, I anyway need to wait. Okay, the planks are getting more. Two out of 2, okay. So we will get 2 new ones soon. I should build. Didn't I have a business workshop here somewhere? No. We should definitely build you one. Okay. So at least they don't need to travel so far when they create here in the upper part something. Because that can be also a problem if you have a builder's workshop somewhere down here, then they always need to travel with 5 wood or something to the here, so it doesn't make much sense. I'll bring them back. Two people survived. Yeah, just do it. So what I wanted to do, yeah, the lump camp, and maybe the builder workshop for now. So we have already something there. Okay, 570 coins, bread, iron, polystone tools, nice. Okay, I guess now I need to wait a bit. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. Monk is approaching. Okay. Daily dues. Okay, the planks are almost done. Stone is 2 out of 4. Okay, nice. I need to build a tavern here also, didn't I? Some shit masterpiece. Okay, another house. Let me build a tavern before that place is away. That space, not the place. Tavern. Let's actually build the tavern. Wait, here. So rustic core. Then we need the kitchen. Okay. Oh, 500 coins, shit. Okay. So what do you want to do? 50 plates, oh shit. Could be an issue. I didn't check that. Okay, we have 2 new guys, so let's put the food stalls for now. And I will be back in a second. Okay, 2 out of 2. Nice. Okay, the gathering hut is also done. Okay, that's looking also better now. I'm still surprised that the warehouse is not yet done. So I guess the next 2 ones would be our 2 food stalls, which would make sense a bit. Oh, quite some back already. Baudet, Grimkel, Imagina, Baudet. Baudet. Baudet, Grimkel, Imagina, Baudet. Let's send them out. A new military. Okay, we have 2 new guys, okay. So let's put them also in the food stalls here. So we have a builder's workshop, we have the gathering hut. Luxury goods, not needed for now there. 1 warehouse will come up soon. How's the stockpile looking? Ah, that doesn't look good. Milk and wool is no problem at all. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Cheesemaker, I could even make one more, but I think it's still flowing. Also for the bread, it seems still okay. Okay, we have 90 wood again. So that grows slowly. 4 quarts, okay. Length is still low logically. 5 for wine, 19 meals, okay, that's good. Honey 75, 50 jewelry, okay. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. 3 out of 4. So which warehouse is that here? That's that. So we need wool, we need clove, we need that, and we need tools. I don't have money, guys. Okay, the other warehouse should be also done soon. I think it was that one here. Yeah. The church still needs a bit time. But at least something is already done, it seems. No. Never mind. -2 of 5? How's that possible? Oh, 3 new villages. Okay, so let's put them all here. So we got that. Okay, so the wood is starting to come back. Okay, so we have 1 warehouse to fill. Sure. Okay, just the 1 warehouse. The quartz deposit takes ages. No problem. Church is looking better now. -7 of 5. Okay. 4 out of 4. It's perfetto. So I could do 1 warehouse, the 2nd warehouse if it gets done in the time. And then the luxury ones. It's unused still, okay. Cheese here. 4. Clove. So 2 more. 300. That always sucks. Okay, the warehouse. So here it should be definitely wood. Stone. Where's the wood? Oh, here. And then what's that? Gathering hut. Granary could be interesting. Yeah, later. Wooden stone. Oh no. Yep, charge please. Okay, so warehouse. Luxury. Okay. We're getting there. Not much planks missing now. 0 to 4. Also not looking good soon. With the faith, yeah, we can fix that here with the church for sure. -2. How is that minus? I don't understand. But maybe it's because of the core missing. $500 meeting. 300. Oh, the monk. Where's the monk? Oh, there he is. I cannot click. One villager is leaving. What the fuck? Happiness 40. Shit, not good. That's the tricky part by scaling. Keeping them happy. Sure, why not? So it's mainly faith and the food, actually. Okay. Quest completed. Okay, stop constructing. Wait. Stop constructing. So tavern. Okay, 6 equipment tools, iron, okay. 3 out of 4, nice. Oh shit, it's stopping now. So what is the problem with the food stuff? Wait, there's other side. Well, it showed me unemployed. So Udente, where are you living? There. Hey, just getting built, man. What the hell? Let's see where your house is. What? Oh, there's another house. Okay. Okay, so that one is done. So what's with you? Let's see. There's another house. Interesting. So that's why you guys leaving or what? Service. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's also no house. So much houses. Amazing. Yeah, nothing available there, sorry. Okay. Looking better. One out of 2, okay. That's all we left, okay. So now we have 3 builders here on top, which should make it much faster to build the houses here. Okay, that house is done. We are in the 30s now, shit. Come on, fix the house. Okay, 2 are living already in it, nice. 1 new villager, here glass blower. Yes. The church is almost done. At least the plaques are almost there. So let's wait for these houses here. Yeah, another house. Yeah. Coming from everywhere. There's another one. But that's this masterpiece shit. There's another one. No wonder that they cannot get fast enough all done. Okay, 36, so we're going up again a bit. 2 out of 2, okay. We're hitting the 275. That's not bad. Okay, so at least I can live already there. Here I can live. So at least the people are inside. So that one's done. So that's why we need a stack of wood. Otherwise you're delayed even with the... Oh, the money is flowing again. What's happening? Wine, okay. Okay, seems mainly the wine, which is good. Why is it always switching to the parts automatically? So 2 new villagers, okay. Let's see. Stone cutters, okay. Okay, we are getting back a bit, especially when these houses are done here. What I will need definitely here is a granary. Let's put the granary here. So that one's also done now. Nice. So you see it's building slowly a nice pattern here. 44, 43, okay. So I'm waiting that the houses are done so that I can check actually what the... Oh, he lacks... Ah, but it goes down, okay. Also going down. Also going down, okay. Okay, seems the phase problem we should have under control. Because at least I see it going lower by the guys. Oh, lumber camp. Didn't have that on the radar. The villagers leaving, so who left? From the lumber camp, okay. So that process is also done now. Oh, we are getting there. 1 stone is missing, 7 tools missing. That's fair enough. So we need 3 woodcutters now. That's next. But you can see it's getting more lively here. The church is not far away. The tavern is the next big one. And the quartz deposit. What do you want? 50 wood? No. Thanks, boy. 2 out of 2, perfect. So I'm thinking the next step would be to make some farms here now. I'm currently thinking, okay, that's done. I'm currently thinking where to do it, because here is anyway quite shit, so I could make it here on the top. I could put it maybe around the mountain. That could be interesting, or I really make it here below, because I have anyway labor here. So I'm figuring, or the other possibility is logically here in the middle, really. Could be also an idea. That's a good question, actually. It's really a shame that you cannot... that I cannot really scroll out, zoom out. So that's the maximum currently. It really sucks. Okay, stone camp also we need, but let's do the numbers first. Lumber camp. Okay. Because I would like to see the whole island or something, just a bigger area. But yeah, what can you do? Okay. Almost done. We have already 85 here, nice. So that's good. Yeah, guys, I don't have money out there. Yeah, so where do I do the farms? I mean, currently it's not 100% needed right now, but it will be needed soon. So yeah, because if I get to 300 or something, I will need here on top a granary. I mean, a granary is a building, but I need here in principle food for the market then. So, well, now I have money, okay. Okay. Ah, the rustic church is done. Fine. Okay, so that will be the center here for that area, as you can see already. Another house is building, nice. There's another house building, great. I'm surprised that they just going around here, that they are not here somewhere around the market. That's a bit surprising, but yeah. So wood is going better, stone is getting better, okay. Now as the rustic church is done, also the plank should fill up again, normally. So now the question is, what's the problem, guys? Okay, so it's still the faith, which needs to go down quite a bit. So I think the happiness should rise again now quite a bit, because it simply took too long with the church. So I think next time I need to build the church directly in advance a bit, because it takes quite a while, and first then make the residence area there. But yeah, too low. Okay. How's my military looking? Okay. Except boarding, okay. Wait. Is there a very difficult one here? Extremely difficult. Wow. No, I will send the first. So all except body. Okay. That house is done. Oh yeah, that's the other one. How's the tavern looking? Could be better. So 2 villagers arrived. Lumber camp. No, there's not much we can do there. Okay, 2 new villagers. Okay. So the house is almost done. They are on the way. Seems fair enough. Oh, I think it looks quite nice. So if we connect this area still with labor, or maybe with farms, I'm thinking about that. I think it would make a bit sense with the farms, but because the connection here with residence area is quite high. What about What about connecting residence area? So we make labor here. We make labor here. We will make farming here or here and here, because that's wet area anyways. Or farm area here on top. No, I don't want to have it too far away. So actually the best way would be here. Then I make, because I have one granary here, then I make another granary here, which means that could work actually. Okay, the granary is done. So berries. Okay, there's nothing else for now. Cheese, bread. Let's put it this way. Yeah, keep them. Already someone injured? Jeffkin. So now the tavern is going on. And the quartz deposit. $45 happiness. Okay. Yeah, so I need to push the taverners next. And then I need to make a hunter's hunt. Where the fuck? Ah, here. So let's make that here. You are requesting me. Dirty berries. No fucking way, man. Oh, 3 out of 4. Perfect. Oh, so we get some boar in that area. So I can make here like that. Yeah, so the main problem is meal now, which means the tavern is missing. Which means push it. Yeah, so we get 3 guys. Oh, 1 food store. Okay. Glass blower, okay. 1 here. 1 miner, okay. Fair enough. $280, so we are going for the 300. Yes, go for it. Only, oh, still only Jeffkin, okay. That looks like successful. So the cabin can be a service counter or beer. Or the cook. Oh yeah, bartender. Okay. Guys, I don't have money. The tavern needs to get done. definitely need to assign a cook, because then they can start with the meals. So let's hope that one guy is coming here. Come on. Dude, how long do we need to reach my village here? Ah, who left? Oh, none I can see. Okay. Bartender side. No, not bartender. Ah, shit. Why the bartender? The book I cannot assign it. That's why. Okay. I was like, oh, let's see what we get here with the soldiers. Just 2 wounded. That's good. That's good. Ah, finally. Some normal colors again here. $2,600 gold. 3 jewelries, 14 wine, or 4 out of 4, nice. 16 tools, 88 bread. Okay, I see you. That's nice stuff. So the question is, do I go... Yeah, let's make it easy. Chefkin and Imagina not. Go for it. Okay, so finally there's some stuff going here. We will need another granary directly besides. Okay, wood and stone growing slowly again. That's good. Okay, 4 new villagers. Let's see. Transports, doesn't matter. The 1 miner, okay. Okay. Let's do like that. Second one here, second one here. Okay. $184. The bread gets slow. So it's maybe time for the... Oh, the 6 for that. I just want to say maybe it's time to build the farms, but yeah, it will be anyways time at a certain point. One out of 4. Okay. Okay. Whatever. So I will try the one guy to assign here as a cook. Because it doesn't show me here yet, which normally means the kitchen's not yet done, but the kitchen is done, so could be simply because the tavern is not yet done. So I will try that. Oh, the market, okay. So I cannot select wine. What the fuck? Interesting. Well, yeah, I could assign him now. Nice. Should hopefully help me put the meals. Plus Sentius. Nice name. I always forget that one. 32. Yeah, that, but the meals. $215 guys. That's a lot. Yeah, it's no, because I have no boss. So actually, I'm just realizing. That we need of some hunting zone. 2 out of 4. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think that's it for today. Maybe it should do that first here. What do they want? No. My berries. So let me pause and save. So what we will do as a next, I will still continue that one a bit, but I will not play that every day again. So we will get some other games in the next days also, because the problem is it's still an early access game in the end. So I mean, the only thing currently is that I could go for some achievements, but apart from that, there is no campaign really. So there's nothing big to achieve now currently, except building the biggest city I can build. So that's why we will come back here to that city for sure and build it further with some gameplays, and then if there's any patches or new updates for the game, we will definitely jump in and test that out. So I will also explain then what the updates are, what the patches are, what's my opinion of changes, if it makes it better or not, so that you can follow along, and then at a certain point you can decide, okay, is that game something for me or not. Like I said, so far I kind of like that game. I mean, you just need to add some more spice to the game logically. So you need to add some campaigns. You need to finish some smaller things. I mean, stuff like I cannot zoom out. I mean, why is that? What's the problem with that? Or showing, to example, let's say by the farms, how much is actually produced per minute or per second or something, or showing me how much bread. So in principle, how much wheat farms I need in comparison to the windmill and the bakery, for example. it's currently just guessing game, because currently I'm guessing simply, okay, it simply makes currently 3 wheat into 1 flour. So the assumption was, okay, I just need 1 windmill with 3 farms. And then by the bakery, it's 1-to-1. So 1 flour gets to 1 bread. But it doesn't work out, really. So in principle, in principle, you need to see, okay, how long does it need actually to build certain things, or like also with iron and weapons and etc. Is it like 1-to-1? Do I need 2 for 1? And how much do I actually produce per, let's say, year or something? So some kind of time frame, so that I can actually plan ahead and say, okay, I will need 5 bakeries because I need X amount of bread per year for this amount of citizens or commoners, observes. So something like that, to make it a bit more competitive in terms of planning, I would say. And then logically, you could add something like enemies logically. That could be also something. I'm not a big fan of like city building games where you need to, where war is the main thing. So it should be secondary for sure. But it can be simply that you have another AI on the other side of the island, and then you need to try to make trade with them, for example. Or do that, to example. Just don't show that. I mean, it's clear, yeah, it's just a beta, just an early access and all, but I mean, it's just aesthetics. It's just like, think about, you are totally new here and you see that. But in general, has a good foundation. Oh, no pun intended. It has a good foundation to be a good game. So it's just about adding some more details to it, some more insights, what is doing what, and because currently it gets a bit repetitive, as you saw maybe. So if I want to expand, I mean, I'm just waiting always for my guys to come in. If the happiness goes down, I cannot get any guys, so then I try to fix the happiness. The building, what would be also great is if I can increase the speed more, because it takes quite a while to wait for, like, this monastery took like in real time like 2 hours or something. So is it necessary? Can I not speed up? What's the problem? So let's see where they go with the development for that. I'm quite interested to see what they will add to it, what kind of patches they do, and what the final game will look like. But yeah, like I said, we will make some other gameplays, but I hope you enjoyed a bit the in-depth review, let's say, for myself. And then, yeah, like I said, in the next days we will play some other games, and then we will see what kind of games. It's not yet fully decided, so just stay tuned, check out the channel, subscribe, and comment, give your opinion, ask me for some games. That's also no problem from my side, to play some games you guys are interested in. Yeah, and then I would say, Wurstkloppi style.